Hey, you guys, this is a weird angle, isn't it? I'm sorry. I'm holding my phone. In this video, we're going to do the Dollar General penny list for Tuesday, December 28th. I keep forgetting the date. December 28th. Already. That was fast, wasn't it? Did you guys have a Merry Christmas? I know, um, I'm not supposed to say Merry Christmas, am I? I'm supposed to say Happy Holidays, but that's not what kind of bitch I am. We also have some percentage offs though, but hear me out on those. Usually we do the percentages off and then the penny list, but we're going to do it backwards today just for funsies. Um, and my phone is going nuts. Hold on, let me do not disturb myself there. And we shall jump right in, Fran. I already seen in the comments somebody said, do I think there'll be surprise pennies? And if I'm being 100% honest, I meant to double check and I forgot. You know what I did? I was like, you know what? I'm gonna wait to read the penny because Laura usually makes the screenshots, and I just made sure she made them, and I didn't look at the penny list for fun, so I'd be surprised. I do know what the percentages off are, and those are exciting because usually we get coupons for them and they're a percentage off, and it can make for such a good deal. Like, I remember, I think it was last year when they pennied, we had overage. Maybe it was the year before, and I'm getting them mixed up. But because I remember specifically what even store it was, but I remember there was overage and um these items going down in percent off is good for us because it ends up being a very big list. So, all right, let's do the penny list. So again, these aren't going to penny until tomorrow. Tuesday. That the penny list almost always starts on Tuesday. If it's a different day than Tuesday, I'll make sure you know. All right. So first we have Mex Lindo habanero red Mexican Lindo hot sauce. Usually these say like dollar out, and this one doesn't say that, or it says like a dollar. It does not say that. It just says 4.5 ounce. Your miles may vary. My phone is doing something weird. Danielle's moving pictures around. I don't know which I can't tell if it's that or somebody's moving pictures around. I'm not really sure, but it's fucking up my thing here. So if it there we go. All right. Mexican Lindo habanero green Mexico Lindo hot sauce, 4.5 ounce. So we have the red. Now the green, okay? I do feel like I've seen these in the dollar aisles. You guys let me know in the comments. Am I wrong about that? Because I feel like I've seen that in the dollar aisle, but I might be wrong. And it usually says dollar aisle, and it doesn't. So I might be wrong. I don't buy hot sauce either, so you know. All right. Armor All, those Armor All disinfecting wipes, the UPC's on the screen, 706-12194-725 are going to penny tomorrow. These were on like an end cap in my stores. As you guys know, I think they went to 90% off last week or the week before. So a lot of people bought these at 90% off. Will you still find some? I would still look. I would look on the end caps, in the clearance section, in the car section. Even though it even said end cap on the thing, some stores will just put stuff in weird places. So you have to look everywhere. Also, with the disinfecting wipes, we have this disinfectant spray that is also the Armor All brand. The UPC is on the screen, so you can put that UPC in your Dollar General app if you'd like and double check it before you head out to the store tomorrow. I just like to do that or save these in my list Generally I'll do that like today. So, um, they're ready when I go in the morning if I go. Next we have Flintstones. Ooh, I should have looked to see if there was any coupons with that one. See, maybe being surprised about the penny list with you is not a good idea. Okay, let's go back to that. Flintstones gummies, kids vitamins with immunity support, kids and toddler multivitamin with vitamin C, vitamin D, B12, zinc, and more. 60 count. 60 count. Um, Now, coupontom.com, not sponsored, no affiliation with me whatsoever, has a paper and printable, I guess, like coupon index where you can type in Flintstones and it'll tell you if there's any paper coupons available for that particular branded item. But on the website, thepennylist.com, which is my website, I'll add in if I can find a coupon for those when we get done with the video. Of course, I didn't check my digital coupons yet either. Sorry about that. I realized in hindsight this was not a good idea to wait and be surprised. But I just was I seen it wasn't a huge list and I was like, I'll wait to see what it is. All right, next we have Aller Life. Aller Life. Aller Life. Aller Life. That's a weird word. Aller Life. As one word, daily wellness support, sleep 20 count. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say I don't think we have coupons for that item. I don't think I've ever seen coupons for that item. Doesn't mean that there isn't any. Maybe I just haven't seen them, but I don't think so. All right. And then we have this Rexall Naturalist COQ10 200 milligram soft gels, 90 count. I'm going to take back what I said in the beginning of the video. Somebody asked me before I even went live if I thought there were going to be surprise pennies. And I said, I don't know, but I bet there will be. I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say, because the categories are so different. Because check this out. So we have hot sauce, disinfectant. See that, and then medication. Now these are OTC, over the counter medications here. Do not post them on Facebook. Okay. If you missed them or didn't see them, you can always screenshot them on my website, thepennylist.com. Now, I don't know if Danielle was going to upload the screenshots as I was talking, but they're not uploaded. So I'm just going to tell you what it is. Hold on. Let's see. Hold on, it's uploading. I had to stop by Dollar General this morning actually and took this picture. Now, these started today. I don't know why there she goes. She uploaded them. I don't know why they started today. That's maybe that's normal actually. Yeah, after a holiday. Like as big as Christmas, yeah. I would say that's normal. But just so you know, these are already in effect. Not the penny items, the items that are going to penny tomorrow, and then the items that are clearance are already in effect. Okay? Don't forget to give the video a thumbs up before you go. All right, so 25% off Christmas candy and baking. Holiday air care, 25% off. Holiday paper, 25% off. Holiday gift sets, very important. Holiday gift sets, 25% off. That's a very, 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 I cannot stress how important those gift sets are going to be. And then also with the holiday air care, this was my in-store picture. Please notice the Febreze we have. I think some of the Febreze small spaces and stuff was in the wrong place, actually. Maybe I'm wrong. I'll go back and double check the UPCs. But like it's usually the pine scent, the like orange, pumpkin, spicy type scents, and cranberry, the red one. And then it's usually the double packs and the single packs of those scents. So again, these are already in effect. So those are already 25% off. Okay. Now, also today, it said on the memo 50% off Christmas home, 50% off Christmas seasonal, 50% off Christmas stationery, 50% off Christmas party, and 50% off Christmas apparel and socks. So today, those are in effect. So again, just as a recap, the penny list starts tomorrow, Tuesday, December 28th. The percentage off items are already a percentage off today, Monday, December 27th. Okay, just in case you don't know what today's date is. Hey, guess what, you guys? There was something wrong with my car. I might make a video about this on my third channel because it wasn't doing it every single time. So if you have a Ford, you might want to look out for that because my car straight up went in reverse instead of drive and I hit a car. Okay. Parked car, luckily. And I was going very slow. So there wasn't really any damage or anything. But as far as auto body, but just so you know, uh there was like a whole huge forum on the internet of people saying like the shifters in Ford cars are messed up and they haven't been recalled. So just be careful if you have a Ford because let me tell you, people treat you like you're fucking crazy when you're like, I put my car in drive and it went in reverse. Okay? Anyway, also, Danielle added this 50% off gift wrap novelty lights, 50% off Christmas trees, 50% off gift ribbon, 50% off tree ribbon, 50% off Christmas cards, 50% off foldable gift boxes. Now, the reason I sound surprised when we said Christmas trees is the Christmas trees are usually not included. They're usually excluded, I think. Am I misremembering that? Yeah, they're usually excluded. Usually what happens is they get put in the back for next year, and then when they bring them out the next year, they're already a penny, and people end up scoring. That's how people get like water hoses and the fans and that kind of stuff for a penny, because they're not supposed, usually those types of items, charcoal, fans, trees, usually like the more expensive type items, to be honest. Coolers is one. Usually those type of items get put in the back or like on top of a cooler somewhere where they forget or something crazy like that. And they'll put them out for the next year and then they'll be a penny. So the fact that the Christmas trees are included is interesting. I wonder if anybody got a 50% off treat today. And lights, William says. Lights. Yes, that's a good point too. Let's go back to the memo and see if it said lights. 50% off. Now, this is a sale though. So, uh let's pay attention to the dates on this sale. And this was also separate than the memo. So this is interesting. These may not follow because the air care and the Christmas candy are only 25% off, and these items are 50% off. So novelty lights. Christmas trees. Prices effective 12/26/21 to 1/2/22. Now I will say that date, a lot of the times, not always, but a lot of the times, just a little winky moment at you. a lot of the times that date will give us an insight into when stuff's going to go down again. So I would expect, I didn't look at the calendar, but I would expect on the 3rd us have a drastic price. Is the 3rd a Tuesday? Look it up. Somebody say in the comments. Somebody check the calendar. Is the 3rd a Tuesday? I got Christmas toys yesterday, 70% off, but our store is tiny in a tiny town. Yeah, sometimes they will do that kind of stuff in nah. There is a lot of info, but we got the important ones. There's the 3rd is a Monday. So what's interesting about this is they're not usually following. They don't usually penny. I'm thinking out loud here, but they have a sell date. So it's not a clearance, it's a sell. So they might exclude them later. But if they do, everybody's going to be really confused. Yeah, I think Lori's still on break, apparently. The 4th is. That's so odd. So I would still say that's even better, right? Because I said the 3rd, but I guess what I meant was it makes sense for the price to change on a Tuesday, not the Monday, right? So the sale is going to end on a Monday. Or wait, if the 3rd is a Monday and the sale ends on the 2nd, that's even weirder, isn't it? Well, I guess this. Oh, okay. Here's why. The sales usually follow. Um, like the sales go from Sunday to Saturday, and the clearance usually goes Tuesday to Monday. So that would make sense, I suppose. I would expect, though, that still, having said that, I would expect Christmas to go 70 or 90% off next week, but we'll see. Do you think Blue Star Toys will surprise Penny? Um, possibly too in some locations and not others. So that's another bonus round. Here's what makes toys incredibly hard to follow. They penny every 3 years, and that doesn't mean that we only get toy penny items every 3 years. That means like Blue Star only pennies every 3 years or so, 3 to 4 years, right? We know. So I've only been doing this for 5, maybe 6 years, like penny shopping in general. And I didn't intend when I started to make videos about penny shopping, so I didn't keep up with every little thing. Um, and then even once I started making videos, I didn't intend on posting the penny list, just kind of penny shopping. So that it makes it hard to keep up with the toys that I haven't been doing this longer. So I have to wait and see. So I would guess that they will penny in some locations because we know that some locations have had toys drastically discounted while others have not, and things like that. So I think that is a very important note. Ooh, the Santa that's $30 rang up for $15. Good. I'm glad Santa's included. Yeah, Christmas generally, like all the stuff usually pennies except for the Christmas trees and the lights. and like stuff like that. Stuff that's on the sale memo usually does not penny. This one, well, I guess folded gift boxes and ribbon does, but the novelty lights and Christmas trees usually are not included. So I think they will discount the blue star down until they penny. But the problem is, again, we know in some areas those have been more discounted than others. So we're going to run into, I think, a definitely, whether it's those stores are no longer going to sell toys, or they're maybe remodeling, or there's got to be some type of pattern with that. But my stores didn't have those toys discounted heavily like that. Like people were finding them for 70% off in some areas. I was told after the 50% off on Christmas, DG was told to pack up and send all back. Yeah, that would make perfect sense if they did. I wouldn't be shocked if they sent it back or put it in the back, the trees and the lights at least. If your text alerts stop working, re-text the word start. If you need help, you can email us. Please put in the subject line what you need help with, like your texts aren't working. That's very helpful. CMF coupons number 6 at gmail.com is the um, email. Socks would be nice too. Yeah, but those usually penny. That's not something that's unusual. So I honestly feel like they are trying not to have surprise pennies anymore. I don't feel that way at all. I think that there's just supply chain issues, and that's all. May I ask, why does it show up on the text? Why does what show up on the text? I don't know what you're referring to. Straight line mask, does it show up in the text? I don't know what you're asking. I'm sorry. I had to in my own text alerts, which pisses me off because I pay for every single person that's in the text alerts and a lot of money, like thousands of dollars, because we have like 30,000 people or something in the text alerts. And out of nowhere, it'll just stop sending you text alerts. So if that ever happens, text the word start. What about them? Shh. I don't know what you're talking about. I think it's an obvious thing that for me personally, that because even today I went to get some food at Dollar General, and I was just trying to get like uh easy to like eat type food, and I noticed that the refrigerators were empty. So some people have sent pictures where their stores are like so stocked it's wild. So I don't know what's going on with the supply chain issues in the world. I don't even watch the news anymore because it's so political, and I just can't handle all that like stress, I guess, of it. So I don't watch the news. But I did happen to see that there was like supply chain issues. And I'd heard that at Dollar General first that there were supply chain issues. Oh, I went to buy a mop because I realized I didn't like my mop stunk really bad, and I tried to soak it and clean it, and it just ugh. I had mopped my room with it, and I can still smell it, and it's driving me insane. But I went to buy a mop, and I ended up having to buy one of those like sponge mops that don't really work that well, um, that you can get at like the Dollar Tree for $1. And I ended up paying. Are you ready for this? Oh, shit. Are you kidding? Sorry, my alarm went off. I paid $13 at Dollar General for a sponge, like sponge out, clean out the water mop today. And there was no like actual mop. And I was like, hmm, peculiar. Like, what is going on? And I was like, am I so out of touch with reality that $13 is perfectly reasonable for a sponge mop and I don't realize it? Surely not, right? Like, we can get those at the Dollar Tree. Yeah, I think you can buy, I'm pretty sure last time I was at the Dollar Tree, they still had regular mops, which are better than like a sponge mop. The sponge mops are terrible. Unless like maybe you want to like clean up a wall, which I would recommend to use like one of those like sponge mops. But they're not really that great for anything else. All they do is like move dirt around the floor, essentially. They're not, I feel like anyway. Maybe I'm wrong because I have dogs and stuff. So, you know, but for me personally, I just feel like a sponge. And I know I'm going on a tangent here on sponge mops, but it's just the point of specific things like that just being out of stock forever, or specific areas of the store being out of stock. I was told that like there was no NCI and a lot of surprise pennies right now because um of the supply chain issues is what I've been told. So if we respond to your text or just text about something involving penny items, do you see the text? Yes. However, I did just say there's like 30,000 people in text. So the thing is, I really like when you guys text. And it's so helpful when you text. Like I don't care if it's like the most random thing, like Chris, I got a deal on this, or I found this for a penny, or this is my little haul, or this is my big haul, or whatever you want to text me. It can be so helpful. If you only knew, because I'm only one person. It's just like those toys not being a penny in my area. So I can't really speak a whole lot to them being a penny in some stores, but not others. Like if there's a pattern with that, if it's maybe like the stores that are remodeling soon or within a certain time frame, or I don't know, you know what I mean? Like it's hard for me to speak to that without being able to see all areas information. So with you texting me random stuff like, hey, I got these toys today for 70% off, or my store, like the person said earlier, they had discounted something early. It's so helpful to text. But just keep in mind, if it is Tuesday and it's a bit like, especially on the bigger weeks, there's 30,000 people in the text. People will accidentally text us all the time. People will text us their grocery list, which I just went and texted myself my grocery list. So I do that too. And then people send us serious messages asking questions and want them questions answered right now. And then people also like send us messages in hopes that we will see them. So yes, if you have a question or you want to share something, please do. Also within the text, it's on my phone when I read your text. It's not like I'm going through my text alerts, right? I didn't give you all, like you can't text there's no way on a regular phone I can text 30,000 people at one time, right? So what's really cool about the text alerts is I can search the word toy, and everybody who's ever texted me the word toy, their message comes up. So if I am looking for something specific like that toy, or let's say NCI, or just something specific, um, it's helpful when you guys text because of that. Even if the most helpful thing that you could send me is pictures of the item, or videos even of the item that from your store. Like don't get in trouble for filming in store, obviously. But if you even buy it or you don't buy it or whatever, if you have pictures or whatever and you send them to me, those are helpful. Just in case, like, especially right now with the supply chain issue, let's say my store doesn't have something. You know what I mean? especially now with the supply chain issue. I would say it's really important to text. So thank you guys so much. Um, don't forget to email us. Yes, if there's something urgent, email us. Or if there's just something that you must let us know, like you cannot live your life without asking this question or letting us know something. Email is the absolute best way, but text is helpful. Yes. So we know he needs help. Yes. One of my store has loads of Blue Star toys. Yeah, see, get us some pictures. If you're going to be a member, I'm going to tell you, if you want to sign up for the membership right now, do the $2.99. You can always upgrade later. We know that there's supply chain issues and they're holding back Penniless. Now, with me saying that though, that doesn't mean one day that like shit's not going to hit the fan and you're not going to miss it. But if you're in the 9.99 or 2.99, what we do is tier it down. So 9.99 first, 2.99 second, and then free third. Um, you know, depending on what it is too. Like, because there's not like a book, right? Nobody wrote me a manual. Like, if it's a NCI penny list, make sure 9.99 members get it first for an hour and 30 minutes. Like, there's nothing like that, right? So I just have to kind of look at the Facebook groups and the text alerts and the Telegram and see what information is out there and give you guys information based on what is public. That's essentially how I do it. And then also I try to always, because there was stuff even before the membership, because a lot of people got pissed off when we did the membership, but even before the membership, there was stuff that I would know that I didn't tell you everything because sometimes it affects us negatively if everybody knows every single little thing. And I don't mean us as in like us. I mean us as in us, like a whole. Like, you know. For example, this is what drives me insane. Let's say there's this random dot color, let's say yellow dot, and I'm totally making this up, but let's just pretend for a second. Let's say all of a sudden, yellow dot shoes go to 50% off. Shoes going to 50% off is exciting to some people and others not. If you've been deal shopping for a long time, hopefully you don't buy a ton of items at 50% off. Hopefully you're buying items at 90% off or a penny, right? So if yellow dot shoes, if I know that they're at 50% off and it's not known in the world yet, then I'm going to keep it to myself until they go down further, because it is better off for the community to buy them at 90% off than it is at 50% off, just as a whole, right? Because if I made a video and said, run everybody, yellow dot shoes are 50% off, I know from experience that my voice, which is baffling to me, it's like I can't wrap my head around it still that like one person follows me. You know what I mean? Like, and I'm not trying to be humble, like honestly, like it's baffling to me, but we can kind of control that narrative a little bit. So, and I think we keep up with it and have the biggest audience that like consistently keeps up with it. And so we do control that narrative a little bit of what's going on. So, you know, um that's why, just to give you a little insight for the memberships and versus free and if you should pay. So if you're interested in the membership, I would do the $2.99 for a couple weeks. And if you like it, upgrade. I would say you're safe for a couple of weeks before shit hits the fan. I'm going to go ahead and say it publicly. I'm going to guess I bet you, and this is a guess, but an educated guess, NCI pennies in the spring now. And I'm guessing based on my calculations that it would have pennied in November, but now it's going to penny in spring. Thank you so much. Yes. Well, actually, I'm not trying to be big headed either. I really kind of was. There wasn't, and I got a lot of hate for posting penny stuff. Do y'all know, used to you couldn't scan for prices with the Dollar General app. I recommended an app that was a one-time fee of $1.99 and got roasted in the comments of my video. And I mean absolutely roasted. You would have thought I put out a video saying, buy this app for $300. It'll tell you if things are a penny. I mean, $1.99. Or maybe it was $2.99, but I think it was $1.99. It is so sad that that app sold to somebody apparently who didn't care about penny shopping. I'm really sad that they didn't sell their app to me because I would have bought it and used it, but they didn't. And I knew them too, so it's so weird to me that they didn't tell me they were selling the app because I knew them and talked to them. So I don't understand, but it is what it is. I hate sponge mops. I'm glad because I went on a big thing about sponge mops in this video, and they're $13. So, I wouldn't recommend buying them at $13. I personally don't have UPCs off the top of my head for Blue Star toys. But also when you're looking at toys, be very mindful of the date of the year. I mean, not the date. I guess the year is the date, but you know what I mean. I hate sponges. Yes, in general, sponges are a pain in the butt, I think too, and gross. The app was free at first, then $1.99, then $2.99, which is incredibly cheap, right? But when I tell you, I remember being like, because I think that was the first ever like hate, even though it wasn't like hate, I guess, but people were just like, "You're crazy. I'm not paying $1.99. I'm not paying to buy any items." But it wasn't my app, and I wasn't benefiting from it whatsoever. It just was a helpful app. It's so funny now, isn't it, that people roasted me? I mean, I was kind of embarrassed about posting it because I was like, is this harmful or helpful? Did I just help people or hurt them? But ultimately, it was helpful. It was an app I genuinely used when I went shopping. So, obviously, I'm not twisting your arm to buy anything. You don't have to buy our membership. You don't have to stay for free. You don't have to do anything. You can do whatever the hell you want. So, but it's just goes to show how much things change in such a short period of time because that was just a couple years ago. Yeah, it did have potential to be a great app. Yeah, I remember there was Mr. Potato Head that had pennied, but if you recall, there was something in the news about Mr. Potato Head being like, because people were upset that it was a Mr., not a Mrs., or I think wasn't it something like that, right? I'm not crazy. Maybe I am, but yeah, there was something about Mr. Potato Head in the news, and that's why Mr. Potato Head pennied. And one time we had these penny toys. Can you get my movement here? What I'm doing? You know what I'm trying to say. I don't want to say the word. I'm telling you, it was only because of political reasons. I think, in my opinion. Okay, in my opinion. I don't think it was a coincidence at all that only these things pennied, and it was just the most random thing. It was definitely political, I think. Or not, I shouldn't say political, but like Mr. Potato Head. I would call that, if people are upset that Mr. Potato Head is Mr. not Mrs., I would call that a political issue, right? If we're being honest with ourselves, I think. So, you know, I mean, maybe not necessarily, but at its core, it's a political issue, right? We know, like, there's a Mr., should there be a Mrs.? I don't know. I think we're reading way in too much into stuff. Like, you know what I'm saying? But personally, but maybe not. Who am I to say? I don't know. Ooh, I bought the mop that was $8 on the sale. The one with a cone that's supposed to squeeze it out, but it does not wring it out completely. I have the same mop, and that's the one that stunk, that I was needed a new mop because it doesn't wring it out correctly, and you have to touch it, which I prefer to have like it to do it all itself, because with your arm you can't possibly get it completely wrung out because it's so thick. But it's better than a sponge mop, I promise you. Also, the Dr. Seuss books. Yeah, I do remember something about those too. Gender non-specific. Yeah, I guess so. I guess maybe make a Mr. Potato Head that can be a boy or a girl. You know? I don't know. But at the same time, I think we are reading a lot into like little stuff like that. Like, was there a person that was upset about it, or did they just kind of make it up that somebody was upset about it? Have y'all seen this news footage from a few years ago where they put up like a fake crime scene? Have y'all ever seen this? I went down a conspiracy rabbit hole over the last few days, and it's interesting. It's a damn potato. Who cares? That's how I feel. Like, we're reading too much into it. It's not supposed to be a person. It's supposed to be a potato. And it's supposed to be for fun. So why are we reading so much into if it's a boy or a girl? Like, somebody was just like, I got a good idea, a Mr. Potato Head. And that's a great name. But they could have just easily made it a Miss Potato Head. And they could have made both, but they didn't. So should we be upset? I don't fucking know. I probably not. I don't feel like. I agree. It's just potato. I mean, it'd be different if they were like, it's a person, but it's a potato. Oh, Loretta says there is a digital coupon on the Febreze. It says, use the digital coupon, save $3 on 2 Febreze Air. Huh. I'll look the priceage and let you know and text it out if it's free. My phone wasn't charging this morning, so I was afraid to take too many pictures or scan too many items because I didn't want to run my phone dead because I knew we had to do this video. And then it charged just fine, so I don't know why it wasn't charging this morning. I did change the plug, so maybe it had something to do with the plug or something. I don't know. Gosh. I haven't slept very much. I'm grouchy and annoyed. You should not humanize things like that. Right. Like it's a potato. Well, it's not a child. Like, I don't understand. I do understand, but like it's just too much. It feels like it's too much. Keeping mouth shut. Thank you. Yes, I appreciate if you just keep your mouth shut if it needs to be shut. I appreciate that because I have a hard time sometimes keeping my mouth shut. And sometimes I shouldn't say things like that publicly because then people do like get mad at me or whatever. But that it's just the way I feel, and I just try to be honest with you guys about those things without being political, but being honest. But like, I'm just telling you that a lot of the times when there's problems with specific items, Dr. Seuss, as Country Couponer mentioned, um, what else did we say? Mr. Potato Head and these things. When there's any type of political thing happening, we see them pinning out early or, things. So we do know that they have some type of control over, like, if they just want to be like, oh, we need to get rid of Mr. Potato Head, get rid of him, get him out of our stores quick now. We've even seen like them accidentally print, oh, what was that one? It was a scandal. And I made a video about God bless this homo. They accidentally put God bless this homo instead of God bless this home or something. Bless, maybe it wasn't God bless. Maybe it was just bless this homo. I don't remember. But things like that I have made a video about. I think Dollar General does take because they seem very old fashioned in their approach, and that's my opinion. So I think they do miss a lot of opportunities that they could use for marketing instead of like hiding it, it seems like. But that's just from my perspective. I obviously don't have a big corporation with 16,000 stores. So what the fuck do I know? You know what I mean? All right. Have a good day. I didn't think I had a Febreze digital coupon either. So maybe it's just something that was available, and if you didn't clip it, they took it away. But usually the Febreze is not that type of coupon. So, but I don't recall seeing a Febreze coupon because I was thinking about that after I said it out loud. And I looked at the Febreze and I looked at my coupons, but again, I was trying not to be on my phone because it wasn't charging. So, I don't know. I'll double check though. Check the app, not just, or check, she's trying to say check in your browser, not just in the app. I agree with that statement. The app generally will only show you some of your coupons, not all of them. So it will really get you messed up. When I use my phone for coupons, I go to dg.com. I don't use the app. I only use the app for scanning purposes. And even if I'm couponing, not just penny shopping, I use the app, but only for scanning. I don't use it for coupons. No, I didn't. They sold the app to somebody else, and I wasn't able to buy the app, unfortunately. Not the Dollar General app, by the way. This was a random app. It wasn't the Dollar General app. And then it come out. So then we were looking into how to make our own app, and I'm so glad we didn't invest all this money, kind of, because one day just all of a sudden you could scan for prices at Dollar General. So is an app still needed? I think an app still would be helpful, but for all to, or at least two at the time, like I wasn't making enough money. Like if I would have invested my money in that app, it would have been every single penny that I had and scrounging for more. So ultimately I'm glad that it happened the way it did. Like the cards kind of aligned for me. But an app would be helpful. It would have been a good long-term success instead of a short-term, for me personally. But all right, guys, I gotta go. Have a good day. Text me, email me, do whatever the hell you want. I'm sorry if I offended Mr. Potato, even though he's a potato, not a person. Okay. Bye.